right, in this video, I'm going to show you a tool that you can use on your TradingView charts to calculate your position size and also show you how you can calculate your risk-to-reward ratios. So for this example, I'm going to use this stock that is bouncing off support here at 671. So it's bouncing on support, and let's say that we plan to buy this stock if it breaks out above this swing high. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out where our entry is most likely going to be. Well, if we want to buy above this swing high, we look at the high of this candle, and that's at 684. So we want to possibly buy at 685. And if the price does go above and hits 685 and we get filled, where would we want to place our stop loss? Well, a good spot to put a stop loss is the bottom of the most recent swing low. So if the price rises from here and triggers our buy order, we want to place our stop at the bottom of this candle. So that is going to be at 658. So we want to place our stop loss at 657. So right now we kind of have a plan going on. We plan to buy at 685 with a stop loss at 657. But we want to make sure that if we do take this trade, we're not risking a amount of money that we are not comfortable with. All right, so a tool that I use from TradingView that is super helpful, it's going to be over here on the left tab. It's called Prediction and Measurement Tools. So if you click on this little arrow, you can choose long position or short position. So most of my trading is to the long side, but you can do the same exact thing using the short position tool. It's just flipped the other way around. So for this example, we're going to use the long positions tool. Now, once I click this, I need to plug it into the chart, and I just do that by clicking in the chart. So what this tool is going to show you is how many shares you need to take on the position to risk X amount of dollars, and that's represented by this quantity and then a number. And then it's going to show you your risk to reward based off of your planned entry, stop, and target. So the first thing that you need to do is change a setting on here to make sure that this quantity is always going to show you how many shares you need to take risking X amount of dollars. So if you right click inside this tool and then go to settings, you can look at this risk portion right here, make sure that this is changed to USD, and then you would type in the dollar amount that you're willing to risk on the trade. Okay, you can do $10 if you want to, you can do 100, you can do 1,000, 10,000. It's really up to you. But for simplicity, I'm just going to change this to 100. And then once you have that, you just click OK. And now this is always going to show you how many shares you need to take on the trade if you're always going to risk $100. So let's go back to our example here. We plan to buy above this swing high at 685 with a stop loss below this swing low at 657. All right, so this middle portion right here, you see this gray line in between, that's going to be your entry price. So the very first thing you want to do is place this middle portion on the price you plan to enter. So that's going to be at 685, and you can see this gray area right here that is highlighting this middle portion. So set that to your entry price, and then the next thing you want to do is move this bottom portion to where your stop price is going to be. Okay, so we said 657 for the stop, and that is going to be highlighted in this red right here. So what this is showing is we need to take 357 shares on this trade if we get in at exactly 685 and then place our stop loss at 657, because if we get in and it hits our stop, we are not going to lose more than $100 as long as we take 357 shares. Okay, now this top portion is going to be our target portion, and we can adjust this to whatever risk reward ratio we are aiming for. So if you are aiming for a 1-to-2 risk-to-reward ratio, you would need to adjust this green portion to where it says risk-to-reward ratio 2. If you're looking for a 3, you would move this up to where it says 3, and this shows you what price you need to aim for to get a 1-to-3 risk-to-reward ratio, and that's going to be highlighted over here at 769. So this tool is very useful because it can quickly calculate things on the fly. I always have this tool up when I'm taking a trade so that when the price action is moving, I'm constantly adjusting things and I don't have to take out a calculator, figure out, okay, well, how many shares do I need to take if I buy here and sell here? What is the risk reward? Basically, this tool does it all for me, and I can just quickly adjust things. And once it looks like that it's about to hit my entry price, I can go ahead and put my order in for the amount of shares I want. So then once I get filled, all I have to do is place my stop loss order in and then my take profit order in, and then I'm set to go. All right, so I just wanted to introduce to you this tool because it's very helpful. It comes with TradingView. Make sure that you're using it so then you can quickly do your risk calculations. So I hope you all learned something from this video, and I'd like to thank you so much for watching.